Hello guys and welcome back to another For Honor Heroes build video. Today we're working on the Peacekeeper and the mode we're focused around is Breach Defense. Now, I'm going to say this like I did in my other video that I just recently posted for Honor. I'm sorry that I delayed it so much on For Honor video content, guys. I literally ran into some trouble with some strong supporter in the community, and we played this in another game, and around that time I was kind of getting out of playing this game because it's a little stressful, no lie, compared to a lot of other games that you can play that you just have fun. You guys all know my vibe. I'm just trying to have fun, but playing with this player kind of like gave the vibe of the game an extra reason not to really feel playing it, so I'm finally getting back into it. Like I said this year I would, to a comment I replied to in one of these recent videos. As you can see, I was working on Warmonger. She's already at rep 4, trying to get her gear maxed out so we can get those perks up for you guys. Highlander's almost there. Orochi's almost there. And JJ. They're all basically ready to get put up into a build video. I just need to grind for the gear. I really do appreciate your guys' patience, and I hope you guys still stick around. And here we go with the Peacekeeper Breach Defense build. As always, let's get into the perks. Oh my god, it's like I forgot how to get into the perks here. Like a cheller, the game's going crazy. Oh my god. Nope, that's Dominion. Alright, we got this. Alrighty. We have Galestorm, Devourer, and Early Reaper. Now, I went with Devour because this is going to give us an additional 10 health on executions. And when it comes to the third area of Breach Defense, you need to execute your rival team, your enemy players, because it allows their life count to go down, which enables you to guarantee victory. Galestorm compared to Devour Hope is 10 seconds. It may seem like a long time, but it's not that long. It may help you get around the map faster, but Peacekeeper's already fast, so we don't really need to mess with that. Let's get some health, keep us in the fight. Early Reaper, upon spawn or revive, first attack does 30% damage. Now let's say your attack does 10, you're only going to get like a 3 added points to that damage. And if you're even going to like 15, it's still like 8, 9, you're doing 19 instead of 15 damage, so... In my opinion, it's not worth it, especially in this mode where you're trying to stay alive, stay in the fight, and take down the enemy team, or prevent them from getting to your king if they're already at your king. Endurance is always a great perk for a mid-level perk. It will go along to allow you to have 3 other perks if you choose the mid-level perk and a common perk. Or, in other words, you can just choose 2 high-end perks, which is like Survival, Crush Them, and Headhunter. So we already have Devour Hope. Devour. I live saying Devour Hope. I don't know where I got that from, but it's from somewhere. Then we have Endurance. When gaining a renown level, receive 3% stamina cost reduction. Now, if you guys don't know what a renown level is, it's your feats. Whenever you have, let's say, your 2nd or 3rd feat, if you're at your 3rd feat, you're at renown level 3. You'll have 3% stamina cost reduction at that point. If you're at feat level 2, then you'll have a 6% stamina cost reduction at that point. In other words, you'll be renown level 2. Moving on. As the final perk, we chose Headhunter over Survival Instincts and Crush Them because those are temporary perks that only activate during certain effects that you do or things that you do in the game, or your health, or if you're killing. And there's a lot of minions and officers and things in the game that are going to probably get in the way of you trying to benefit from Crush Them or Early Reaper, which is going to really render those useless. And the Survival Instincts, we already have Endurance, so we don't really need anything that does stamina cost reduction. Yes, it's a great amount, but it's only when you're in critical health. So Endurance, on the other hand, is permanent no matter what health state you're in. You see where I'm getting at? And Headhunter, for each player, bot or hero executed, increased max health by 4. So you're already getting benefits from executing players from Devour. Now, on top of getting regular health plus 10 health from Devour, you're also increasing your max health by 4 each time you do an execution. But the max increases is 4, so the max you're going to get is 16 health on top of your regular amount of health. And that's still like a light attack, so you're good. You're good. It helps you at least take 1 extra hit. And if you're getting through that fight and you're executing those players, you're probably fully healing or at least gaining all that damage back. So it's just helping you stay in the fight. Now, let's get to the perks as always. Now, for breach defense, I went ahead and went with Bounty Hunter, just in case you're not getting those executions in. You're still allowed to stay in the fight to fend off any other player that's trying to come and revive the hero you just killed. And on top of that, it gives you health and stamina. So if you are getting ganked, you'll get some stamina before you get exhausted, if you don't already have revenge. Now I chose that over stealth because stealth only hides you from radar and aim assist, which is cool, but it seems more like a selfish perk, which is something that's not really going to benefit you helping your teammates or staying in the mode of breach. Conquer is an amazing perk, but the reason why I didn't go with this one this time is because instead of us capturing zones, which we're not doing, we're just defending zones. The only way we're going to benefit from Conquer is if we pick up boosts, which make them last longer. So in my opinion, gaining health and stamina in the situations you might find yourself in for breach defense is going to render you more helpful. Moving on to Thick Skin, gain moderate damage reduction every 3 seconds. Now, we have Flux, which is a flash grenade, which does a very minor amount of damage, or I think it does no damage anymore, but it does make them exhausted and blind. Really not that great for this mode. Executioner's Respite. When executing an enemy hero, get an extra amount of health based on the execution duration. Now, we're already getting health from Devour. We're already getting health from Bounty Hunter. So, regardless of if we do execution or not, we're getting health from Bounty Hunter. And if we do an execution, we're getting the regular amount from execution. We're getting some health from Bounty Hunter. And we're getting health increases from Headhunter. So, we don't really need any more health, I feel like, from this situation, especially since our point is to go out and fight and just keep coming back and fighting because we're defending. Our life count ain't going to matter in area 3 of breach. So my opinion is stay in the fight as long as you can, defend, till death, go down with your captain. That's fine. But if you guys don't understand how this works, it's a passive. Once you unlock it, you don't need to press any directional buttons to use it. All you gotta do is when you take hit, you'll see this highlighted, like it's lighted, like it's up, like it's used. Once you take hit, you're gonna see it go on a cooldown for 3 seconds. That means the time you're getting hit during that 3 seconds is not reduced. Once the Thick Skin cooldown is over and it lights up again, the next attack you take while that's lighting up is going to be gain a moderate damage reduction, that attack. So do keep that in mind. It's only every 3 seconds that you'll get a moderate damage reduction, but this does help you stay in the fight much longer. The third perk, we want to sharpen blades, and I feel like this is way better than Poga Mortis and Crossbow because, like I said, there's a lot of minions, officers, and things that can get in the way, or places players can go to really evade the crossbow or any type of feat like the crossbow. Poga Mortis doesn't really do that great amount of damage to the minions on the ram, so I found like that was just terrible. It is really good though for the minion in controlling B if that's type of your thing. Is that your type of thing? Sorry. Sharpen blades now inflicts low damage over time on top of the regular amount that you deal when you hit them. So it's not going to be right away. You're going to see their life kind of like a purplish red, and that just indicates that they're taking damage over time. Now players can go somewhere to heal and reverse the effect of the overtime. Like they'll still take the damage over time, but they're healing at the same time, so it cancels out. So do keep in mind of that. If you're fighting a player and you see another player fighting, most likely he's going to come back up and let the other player heal. Do your best to try to take him out before then. If not, don't worry about him. If you try to chase a player while you're getting attacked, you're going to get killed. I promise you that. So just stand your ground. Ping for other players to come. But it is going to help you much in dealing more damage as well as the healing. We just got a lot of going on here, and I think it's really good for the Peacekeeper. And I never thought he was kind of versatile like this before. So Last Laugh is what we went with for the final feat, and that's only because that's Fear itself is really good. You can go with Fear itself if you want to, but a lot of times attacking breach players will kind of group up together and try to run you over like a death ball. Or even then, if you guys are getting taken down by your king or whatever, this will do a little bit amount of damage to the king, but any players around trying to take out the king will die. This instantly kills any enemy player that's in the radius of the blast, which is crazy. It's like, reminds me of Call of Duty, where you drop the grenade and the player dies. This is literally like that. And I don't really use it a lot, but because Peacekeeper is really squishy, it's the only reason why I went with it. I mean, again, the only other perk that I would go with is Feared Self, and that's really up to you guys. If you want to just dish out damage and you really ain't dying a lot, then Feared Self is the way to go. But if you're finding yourself playing with randoms, in my opinion, or you guys are just having a hard time, or you're having a hard time with Peacekeeper and Breach, just use Last Laugh. I mean, at least you're defending. Like I said, you're going all out, you're standing your ground, and then when you go down, you still got another laugh to give. So I really hope you guys enjoy. That's the Peacekeeper build for Breach. And until next time, I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for your time.
One, two, three, four.